Welcome to the race by race preview for Happy Valley on Wednesday night. Tom Wood is here to pass on the selections for this 9-race program on the C+3. And racing starts over the 2,200 metres with a Class 5 at 6:40. Keen Unity is on a 7-day backup. Classic Archie goes up in trip. Go 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 was beaten a nose last time by Amazing Boy. Happy Heroes placed 2 from 4 course and distance. Circuit Elite to 3-time winner, but all at 1,800 metres. And Arthur's Kingdom has the crossover noseband and the tongue tie Tom, both being removed. A 2,200 metre Class 5 led up by Colourful Baron.
Yeah, how often we see these races where they walk early and then someone makes a move down the back straight and then it's on for young and old. Colourful Baron could go forward here. He led last start and he was actually quite wide heading into that first turn at Sharton. Circuit Elite probably not too far away there with Arthur's Kingdom, a long-standing maiden. Fast pass, Diamond Winner no doubt goes back. Go 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 should get a nice run through on the inside with the Happy Hero, but pace could be a little variable and stop-start potentially.
Which is so often, as Tom said, the case in these 2,200 metre races. Here is a race, Tom, over the 2,200 metres, which was won by a horse not in the race because Happy Hero runs second, Colourful Baron runs third, and the horse that beat them is Nice Birdie, who's been racing well in a higher grade.
I think Happy Hero's got a chance in this race here. He just sort of peeled wider down the back straight, loomed up momentarily, maybe have hit the front even as well. Happy Hero, a bit slow out in his recent barrier trial up at Chung Fa, but kept on okay. Yet to win course and distance, but 4 attempts for 2 second placings. So I think he's ready to do something here. Colourful Baron, this run was pretty good. He had excuses last time out at Sharton, covering ground. Look, hard to have Arthur's Kingdom Diamond Winner there. They're just noddies.
It's your new favourite word at the moment. It's a good word too, noddies. Plenty to look at in this one too, Tom. 1,800 metres, Go Go Go. Looked to have snuck through on the inside and be going to win the race. An Amazing Boy did just enough to hold him out. Is he the best of the horses in this replay? Go Go Go.
Yeah, look, I think he is. He's going to get every chance from barrier number 1 in this race. He was midfield on the fence and he made ground here last time out over the 1,800 metres behind an Amazing Boy who was well rated to win this. So he gets an opportunity. Only just missed again. There's Diamond Winner again running on. I thought Sunny Shines ran well a couple of starts ago, but was a little fair there, I thought, last time out.
And one more to have a look at. It's just last week. It's Keen Unity over 1,650 metres. This was his first run in Class 5. Unknown over 2,200 metres. Quick backup, top weight once again.
Yeah, I'm not sure what we get over 2,200 with him on Wednesday night. He pretty much had every chance here on the fence last time out. In the end, the winner raced away. He was only probably half a length off second behind Happy Hood, who beat him home at any old price, really. Happy Hood, considering he's not done a great deal. So the winner was good. I'm not sure how some of the other runners are going to stack up behind, though.
Run it 8 times and get 8 different winners?
I think it's that kind of race, really. They are these races here. Class 5 for 2,200 metres, but went with the Happy Hero in the end. He's at least got some good form on the board. At least he's got his nose in front on 2 occasions. Go Go Go's in. Colourful Baron, he had excuses last time out, trapped wide. And Green Laser should get an economical run, one would think. And Chris So, Keith Young going well in opening races recently and made up a bit of ground behind Golden Fairy last start. But Happy Hero to kickstart the card.
And that is for Lyle Hewitson and Mark Newnham for Tom, with Happy Hero to win race number 1. Race number 2, we come back in trip 1,000 metres and go up in class by 1 to a Class 4 race with California Sybil coming down into Class 4 for the first time. Victorium has the pacifiers with the cowls off, the blinkers and the crossover noseband on. Victory 33 minus the cross noseband. So Treasure has cheek pieces for the first time. New Power, a last start winner, carries an extra £4. Travel Golf tongue tie again, and Tatnam has the cheek pieces off and the hood going back on. So 1,200 metre start here, Tom, on the C+3 is going to give a good advantage to a horse like New Power.
Yeah, well, last time out to New Power, he raced relatively handy, but there's no sort of defined leader in this race, so maybe it's left up to New Power from his draw in this race. New Power, we'll see what he can do out of barrier number 4 for Keith Young. He has led up in the past, so maybe he is the one to go forward. California Sybil, well, he nearly lost his jockey last time out. He's back in grade. It's been a long time since he's won. Victory 33. So Treasure was better last time out. He raced handy, but drawn a little awkwardly in barrier number 9. Then you've got Valhalla, Mr. Fox, Victorium. They haven't shown a great deal in their starts to date.
We do start though, Tom, with New Power, who's in behind the leader in this replay. They went good time here, 1:10.03. Valhalla's race went 1:11.02 and Shinkansen 1:10.66. So he's clocked up a pretty fast run here, which was set up by the tempo of Lean Master.
He's obviously got more weight to carry here this time round as well. He's got another 4 or so pounds, sat third. This was on the 8th and was in the end able to run over the top of Lean Master, and Co not too much in this race, was really able to make ground from the back. So we'll see how the form stacks up here. Drawn barrier 4, should get a good run through, but thought there were a few better than him in this race.
We'll leave him out. So Treasure, you mentioned better last time. Here is that run when finishing 4th. He trialled okay leading into this race. And Valhalla's getting it together now in Class 4, which has been something against him, but on what he's done recently, surely he has a Class 4 win in him, doesn't he? I've
got him in, Valhalla, but barrier 11 is a little tricky, but he has been consistent his last 4 or 5 now. He was sort of peeling wider at the 400 metres and only just missed out on the bob. So Treasure's run, I think, was good as well. He's shown natural improvement from start 2 to start 3, so I think he's in this with barrier number 9 with the cheek pieces on. Luke Ferraris, Mark Newham, stables going well, so he's worth another look with a gear change too.
It was a great finish, that one. Here is Shinkansen, a horse that you've always had some time for. Tattenham and Mr. Fox both finished down the track, but are you going again with Shinkansen following this fast finishing third?
And again, this of course was behind Beauty Destiny here. He's put on a bit of weight, the horse, up 23 pounds, midfield, closed well over the final stages. This was back on the 1st of May. Did his best work late here, I thought, in a race which didn't seem to have a whole lot of depth to it. I thought his run there was pretty good to suggest he's close to winning another one again.
That is a good report for Shinkansen. One more to have a look at. It's at Sha Tin for Talent Supremo, and he won a good race down the straight. He had gone the odd good race over the 1,000 metres at Sha Tin, but he comes back to Happy Valley and he has won course and distance.
He's right in this race, I think, is Talent Supremo. Now, what we don't see in this vision is he just got completely knocked over at the start, heavily checked, so was a good run from back in the field to here behind Bottom Up Together. I think is nommed for the weekend at Sha Tin, Bottom Up Together, and really finished off, so he got a long way back. He shouldn't be this far back this time round from barrier number 3, so that gives him a big chance Wednesday night too.
And where is he in your selections?
He's in for second. I've gone with Shinkansen on the top for Dougie White. He comes into this with that third last time out. Keegan DeMello, Talent Supremo. Valhalla drawn a little bit awkwardly. We'll need it to try and slot it and get some cover with Will. Rather, the Casper Founds trained galloper, and So Treasure, the other one I don't mind with that gear change. Another one drawn a little awkwardly on the C+3 course, but did show a lot of improvement last time out. 9, 6, 7 and 5.
Tom goes again with Shinkansen off that fast finishing third behind Beauty Destiny and Lyrical Motion at his last start. Rolling into the preview of race number 3 now for Wednesday night. They jump from the 1650 metre start point and Satirical Fan goes up in trip, down in class, and the cheek piece is on for the first time. Comet Splendido's run 4th at his last 2 starts. Atomic Beauty carries an extra £5 for his win on the 8th of May. Super Tai Chi, first time over the 1650 metres. Palace Pal comes back in trip. And Amazing Boy's a last start winner. That was in Class 5 though. The speed here, Tom, has Master Tornado and Satirical Fan both up front. Master
Tornado led up last time out. He has been handy in the past as well, and Satirical Fan led up last time out. He's dropping in grade, but so far he's looked a little on the ordinary side, has Satirical Fan. Comet Splendido, Atomic Beauty shouldn't be too far away. Amazing Boy, Fighting Machine, again he's drawn wide, so probably has to get back and rely on a bit of tempo in this.
Atomic Beauty is shooting for back-to-back wins. Nick spoke to his rider, Brenton Avdallah.
Brenton, Atomic Beauty, one of your rides on Wednesday night, got the job done last time out. I thought there was a little bit of authority about that win.
Yeah, he did a good job, Nick. He obviously won early in the season at big odds, and he'd been sort of busting to win another one, and he had things go his way there the other night, and off just a nice gallop, he was able to track the leader and took over and had a little bit of a look around, but to his credit, he knuckled down late and got the job done, so happy with him.
Just having a look at the way the race maps, Brenton. He's drawn 1. You sort of shared the lead last time, I suppose. Is there any possibility that you would ever go on with him and perhaps make it a bit if there isn't much pace?
Yeah, look, I think he'd be probably better off having won the 5, but look, I wouldn't disappoint him. I haven't had a good look at the race, but I'd say from a low draw, he'd probably posse up in the first 4, and as long as he switches off, does things right, then he'll give himself every chance to win again.
I guess with that draw, obviously on the C+3, it does give you sort of a nice chance and a slightly better chance from down there.
Yeah, I don't know what we're more worried about, whether they can handle the ground at the moment or the rail. So hopefully he's a horse that won on the conditions the other night, and hopefully if it's anywhere near similar, I suppose we got rain about all week, then he can handle that, and that can stand him in good stead for the Wednesday.
The speed man Tom has him tucked in behind this horse, Master Tornado, who is up on the speed here, turning for home. Harry's Hero disappointing at every chance in this race, and Dragon Pride, his best recent form has been down in Class 5.
Certainly has, and he was back and wide and never ran on, and he's probably going to struggle here from barrier 12, one would think, Dragon Pride. But Master Tornado, he's been sort of there or thereabouts without winning, but only 1 second placing next to his name. He's dropped a fair bit of weight coming into this, battled on after leading up here. You mentioned Harry's Hero, he was a little disappointing here as well. He's dropped a lot of weight as well, 39 pounds, and he was quite one pace there, and there was market support for him. He was only 9-1 last start.
He was. As we move on to Chungfa now, and Courier Magic, his last start he finished down the track. That was 1,800 metres. His last 2 starts over the 1650 at the Valley, he's won both of them.
He has. Was only beaten 2.5 last start and as short as 4.6 in the end. And look, he only just battled away on the inside last time out. Nothing wrong with the trial. I thought you can see him in the purple cap with the headgear on there, just trying to get off the heels of, I think, fight time in this trial. And then there wasn't too much sort of room for him at one point there, but stayed on well enough, so maybe not the worst to hear off that trial. I've snuck him in for 4th.
So 4th placing for Courier Magic for you, who's in spots 1, 2 and 3.
Well, Comet Splendido definitely goes on top here. I think he's a good chance here in this grade. He's only had limited goes in it for a couple of placings. Long time since he's won off a rating of 69, was wide early, led up, and I thought it was a good run considering he is £6 better off with Atomic Beauty as well. Fighting Machine showed no interest last time out. I'm a little worried about the draw again here, but he does have ability, this horse, Fighting Machine, Zach Purton and Pierre Rung, Atomic Beauty and Courier Magic, but I think Comet Splendido could do something here in Class 4.
It's easy as race 3, number 3 for the first leg of the early treble on Wednesday night for Tom. Another Class 4 is race number 4 with a last start winner at the top of the book in Exuberant. Floof has the tongue tie going on for the first time. Amazing Ace now with Benno Jung, blinkers off. As we move on to XL Wongchoi, he wears blinkers for the first time. Scotch Tycoon has a tongue tie going on for the first time. Flying Rote fitter for that debut 5th. The better draw for Sweet Smile. Likewise Sky Prophet, who's had the blinkers removed. In fact, not likewise for Sky Prophet because he's drawn out in 12 again. And we've got So Awesome, who's placed 3 from his last 4. Lee Master led up and stayed on pretty well over 1,200 last time, Tom.
He did, and he gets another opportunity here with barrier number 1. Look at those first 2 sections, though. They were certainly on the quick side for him last time out, Lean Master. It was with Alice Wong on board last time out as well. Scotch Tycoon shouldn't be too far away. He's coming into with this off a little freshen up, 63 days. Flying Rote, XL Wongchoi. Interested to see where they have him positioned because he's got blinkers on, and Sky Prophet likely to go back. Earnest Feeling was ridden along a fair way from home last time out, but still made up a bit of ground late.
There is winning form around Exuberant. Jerry Chow, the man on board, and Jerry had a little bit of a chat with Nick.
Jerry, Exuberant, one of your rides on Wednesday night. He's been a good servant to you. He's had a pretty good season and managed to get the win again last time out. It was quite a nice win.
Yeah, last time he's formed well, and he got a good gate and good position, and in his check he won for me, and he have a really good turn of foot and hit the line well. Yeah.
He's a horse, Jerry, who obviously, he sort of found his mark a bit, didn't he? Sort of mid-50s. He's now gone up to 60. Do you think now that he's got his head in front again, he might just be able to sort of put in another big run? I mean, he has found life a little bit tougher off of 60, hasn't he?
Yes, his top weight is big difference for this horse, and I think we'll beat hard for him this time. But lucky we got a good gate again, and his form is keeping well, and I expect him run a good race again.
I guess a nice bit of pace in the race will also help you, won't it? I mean, last time out they sort of run along a bit, and he did finish off really strongly. That's what he does best, though, doesn't he?
Sure, with a strong pace, he can finish off very well. But if the pace just normal, and he can be closer, and he still will hit the line well now.
He beat Phoenix Light. There's nothing wrong with doing that lately because he has been flying since that race. Speedy Chariot Tom is running third at the end of this race. He's about midfield turning for home. And what about the debut of Flying Rote? Did he do enough to interest you going on to start number 2?
Well, there was definitely support for him first up. He was in the market 8.3 here in the race that was won by a Mega Bonus and was only beaten 2 lengths in the end for fifth. He had a good run on the fence in transit as well. So I think he probably needs to be kept safe in a race like this, but haven't quite got him in here. Speedy Chariot's been running well as well, and he was in barrier number 1. He's got barrier 7 here, so we'll need a little bit of luck, but certainly not the worst the way he's been finding the line.
That's that replay now. Here is So Awesome, who ends up running second in this race. He's a pretty hard horse to catch, but he's held his form a little better in recent starts. He has placed 3 from those last 4. No luck with the barriers for him. He's out in 10. He ran third from barrier number 10, though, back in November.
It's a 3-time winner, so he's been a little hard to catch from his 42-odd starts. The horse next to him, Righteous Arian, of course, came out and won the other week, so the form has been franked there, and Colonel hasn't been going bad races. So just sort of the draw that sort of put me off. That was from 5 last time out. He's out in 10 this time.
Lee Master, we saw him in an earlier race preview, but this is the focus on him. Second, he'd been a 1,000-metre horse when it came to turf racing, but he stayed on. Only New Power was able to get past him late in this race. Deniship used a claim with Ellis Wong, and he was beaten half a length.
Yeah, and I think it was just the early sections that probably cost him in the end because he was a bit soft late in this. So hopefully he can be well rated here. He does have a little bit more weight on his back, of course, with no apprentice claim this time round, but 23.28 and 22.34. I think the damage was just done slightly early there for him.
XL Wong Choi, disappointing last time. That was over the 16.50. Vincent Ho, Pierre Rung, blinkers on for the first time. He did race wide when finishing down the track. He was very good in this trial. Yeah, I like the trial. He swept up and around them quickly down the side and in the end put them away. I thought in some good style here, XL Wong Choi. 1,400 metre winner in Ireland, trying 1,200 metres here. He's tried 1,400, he's tried 1,650, so they're dropping him back. Shame he's drawn 9, but I think the blinkers really got the best out of him in this barrier trial. So just where he ends up in the run, if he gets some luck, maybe find some cover. I think he's a player in a race like this because I thought it was probably one of the tougher races on the card. Are you going to take a chance on him? Yeah, we'll go with him. XL Wong Choi, not really sure what sort of price he'll come up at, but should be each way anyway. XL Wong Choi, Lean Master if he can be well rated. Scotch Tycoon we haven't touched on. He had abnormal breathing last time out. He's been fresh into for this, a 2-time course and distance winner with a good draw and a handy enough trial. And I'll put in Sweet Smile here, who was at the back. He was a bit slow away, but with a good draw, I think that gives him some sort of chance in this, and he should be a useful price as well for Hugh Bowman and John Size. Left Exuberant out because when he's got up to this sort of rating, he has struggled to get his nose in front. 4, 10, 5 and 8. Plenty of chances in race number 4, but Tom with XL Wong Choi at some likely value for the first leg of the 6 Up. The trophy race is race number 5. It's the running of the St George's Challenge Cup over the 1650 for the Class 4s. Cordyceps 1's now a 5-time course and distance winner. Midori Burley has the tongue tie going on as he steps up in trip. Jumbo Fortune's best form has been at Shard 10. 2 Infinity comes up in grade. He demolished them in a Class 5 race last week. Can't Go Wong is racing well. Packing Wisher, better last time. Good draw once again here. Young Victory has the blinkers off and Gold Tackers placed 2 from 4 over the Happy Valley 1,650 metres. Cordyceps 1 goes forward, Tom, but may not be able to find the lead. There's another horse that does like to go forward. That is Forever Glorious. The visor being applied for the first time. The blinkers are off. He lit up last start, had every chance. Can't Go Wong. He should be able to try and tuck in with those front 2 going forward. Should maybe open up a gap for him to get in behind them. Then you've got Packing Wisher. Flying Phantom now, don't know what they'll do with him because he was out a long way out of his ground last time out and was being chased up and maybe question his spot there a little bit. Flying Phantom and Midori Burley with Young Victory towards the back. But up front, Cordyceps 1, Forever Glorious, a question mark I thought maybe on Flying Phantom here. Okay, we'll see where he ends up at his first go over 1,650 metres. Here is Can't Go Wong running 3rd last time. Tommy was a winner a few starts ago. 4 starts, in fact. He's placed at the 3 cents. And what about the Khan? He ends up making some late ground for 5th.
He does, in a race that probably wasn't ideally run to suit through those early and mid stages. Slow first section, slow third section, but he was still able to pick up and run on a bit at the end. So I think he's gradually getting closer. You can see that Can't Go Wrong just had to slightly switch off heels there over the concluding stages, but still found the line well. And ever since he got down and dropped a grade and here at the bottom of Class 4, he's been racing pretty well.
Yep, he sure has. As we roll on to Cordyceps 1 winning last time. He was in front this night. He does like to bowl along in the lead. The handicapper, however, has got hold of him. He carries an extra 18 pounds or 10 pounds for, yeah, my maths is really good, an extra 10 pounds for that last start win.
Yes, and he was too good off the front. He just went straight to the lead from barrier number 11 it was in the end, and dictated, wasn't really given too much pressure in the pointy end and just kept on going with the ears pricked at the line as well. So, yeah, a lot of extra weight for him. That worries me here, and also the alternate pace in the race. He's not going to get things his own way.
128 pounds he carries. That's where the 8 came from. Packing Wisher better last time, and there was money for him. He ran 3rd in this race. Casa Papa has been largely disappointing, and we know To Infinity has certainly gone out of this race and gone bang last week.
It was unbelievable what he did the other day at Happy Valley. So he's on the program again. Packing Wisher, I thought this was a really good performance from him because he was up outside the leader. There was another horse that came around him at the end of the back straight and applied a little bit more pressure. He still kept on giving here, so I thought there was a bit to like about it. To Infinity obviously has since won. Then Casa Papa, look, I don't know what to do with Casa Papa. I've put him in, but he's costly. A 19 start maiden, blood in the trachea last time out. He's only had a couple of runs for the new stable, so he goes in again, but he's on thin ice.
Okay, so he's on notice, is Casa Papa. Gold Tack running 2nd last time, Tom, and he comes from well back in the field. Forever Glorious in behind the leader, perhaps a touch disappointing. He's raced since Forever Glorious and run 2nd, so he has bounced back from this. This race over 1,800 metres, and Gold Tack has run 8th at Sha Tin since this race.
Yeah, I'm starting to wonder if Gold Tack needs a class drop down into Class 5. Son of Preferment, so he does appreciate the longer trips here. Good here, not so good last time out on a yielding track over 2,000 metres. So maybe 2,000 metres yielding track not ideal for him last time out. Escape Route, of course, has come out of his Legion of Merit race last time out and since won, but maybe Class 5 is where he belongs at the moment.
That is those runners. Again, another pretty open race, Bud.
Very open. Went towards the bottom of the card here again with number 11, and that is the Khan, who put up a good performance, I thought, last time out, and circumstances not totally ideal for him with the way the race was run in the early stages and then coming off the back straight. Packing Wisher goes in. Casa Papa's there on a minor line, but probably last chance saloon, I think, for him this time round with barrier number 8. He should get every chance. And To Infinity, well, if he was able to put up a run like he did the other day, he could very well win again To Infinity. But this time it's Harry Bentley and Jamie Richards on the 7-day turnaround, 11, 8, 3 and 5.
For race number 5, which is the first leg of Wednesday's Triple Trio. This is race number 6 and the conditions of the race. It's a Class 4 over the 1,200 metres. Telecom Speed's raced wide his last 3 starts. High Percentage is looking for 3 wins in a row. He carries an extra £7 for it. Tigipi's a 2-time course and distance winner, but not going well. £7 claim for Ellis Wong on Golden Link. Beauty Destiny, a last start winner, carries an extra 3 for it. What on Fire? He's a 7-time course and distance winner and nearly made it 8 at his last start. And Falcon Court has improved his last couple, but he's had no luck with the barriers. Goes out to 10 again this week. From barrier 12, he gets across, Tom, your favourite, Beauty Destiny.
Yes, but look, barrier 12's not ideal for him this time around. He had that good draw last time out to win from barrier number 4, and even though he was a reluctant winner, he's still got his nose in front. Brother Cheng, Telecom Speed should be right behind the pace here. Wood on Fire is another one that can press forward. Wood on Fire, he's drawn barrier number 8, so he might get caught wide. Golden Luck Team Happy. Quite a few do get in the back half of the field here, including the perfect match in Super 60, but Beauty Destiny to fire across. We'll see how long he's there for.
Well, here he is, firing across and leading last time and winning the race.
Did he want to win it though?
Don't know, and By judging your comments, Tom, I'm going to suggest he's probably not on top to go back-to-back here.
He's definitely not. Frankie Law, barrier 12, Matthew Chadwick. Zach's not on him this time round. He's got 4 extra pounds here to carry on this last start win. But he cleared out from about the 300 metres on the Diamond Horse. It also a lyrical motion. Then, look, Zach's just hard at work. He's getting the head up. No tail swishing there, but a reluctant winner, to say the least.
That is Beauty Destiny winning last time. What about High Percentage? He is a horse that is in really good form. Can he go close to winning again?
He can, but he's also drawn awkwardly here in barrier number 11, and Zach's sticking with him. He's up a further £7 on this now. The form, of course, has been franked with Righteous Arian. He's been back to Chungfa and he's trialled well there. So, look, he's right in this, but I don't know if he's going to be as handy as he was last few runs. And when he did win 2 starts ago, he put the race to bed a long way out and was comfortable there again. But barrier 11 with more weight makes it more difficult, I think, for him.
This horse has been going huge races, Tom. Telecom Speed. He hasn't been on the track at his last 3 starts and he's run 2nd, 4th and 3rd. And he's drawn barrier 2 on the C+3.
So he should get every chance right behind the pace here, which looks like it should be Beauty Destiny. He's been very consistent in his past few. Big weight again last time out. He's got a little claim here, which gives him, I think, a little chance to get his nose in front here. He's not won with these big weights before, just gunned down late there after covering a fair bit of ground up on the pace. So it was pretty gallant, I thought there from him.
Can he finally break through this week?
Don't know if he can break through, but I've got him in. I haven't tipped him in the past when he has got the big weight, but I'm happy to put him in this time round. But I actually went with the perfect match here, who we saw in that high percentage replay, and he was near the rear on the fence. He sort of got held up and was on heels at the 100 metres. Hugh Bowman, barrier 1 for Danny Shum. So thought he might not be the worst in this high percentage, more weight, wide draw. Telecom Speed with a little claim with a low draw, and Super 60 goes in. He was only fair, I thought, last time out. Got his head up off the back straight. Vincent Ho, Casper Founds. I've left Beauty Destiny out. He needs everything to go his way, and he's probably not going to get that this time round.
And that is the preview for race number 6. Post time for it is 10 minutes past 9 local time. The first of the Class 3 races is race number 7. We've got Beauty Waves at the top of the book, who's won a trial since winning his last 2. Celestial Colours, visor off, blinkers go back on. Heroic Master is a 2-time course and distance winner. Cheek pieces off, blinkers first time. Atomic Force, crossover noseband and tongue tie go on him. Youthful Spirits has improved each run, and Midori Glory makes his debut. He was a 2-time winner prior to arriving in New South Wales. Fast Serve first up, Tom, and straight to the front.
A lot of pace in this one, Mark. Fast Serve, Midori Glory has shown a bit of pace in his trials. Beauty Waves has shown pace. Super Fortunes, another one that can go forward. But Youthful Spirits, who was up handy in his last 2 runs. Sugar's normally never too far away. And then outside of that, you've got Atomic Force, Brave Star. Heroic Master probably goes back. They wanted to lead on Celestial Colours last time out, but he wasn't able to do so. So where they end up with him in this race remains to be seen.
Before Tom's thoughts on this one, it's Nick talking to Mark Newnham, Youthful Spirits.
Mark Newnan, Youthful Spirits, a runner for you on Wednesday night's card. He's only still a lightly raced horse, but you must have been very pleased with his running defeat last time.
Yeah, look, he raced really well. He got control of the race and fought on strongly. He was only beaten in the last couple of strides. His second run in Hong Kong, so there's more improvement to come.
He's taking on the same horse again in Beauty Waves. Obviously, it is a competitive race, but I guess last time you thought he might just have had his measure in the last little bit.
Yeah, but to be fair to the other horse, he sat 3 deep, no cover. But we do have the advantage of at the weights this time, and the fact that he's had an extra run and he's had a trial since.
How do you feel he's maturing, Mark? I mean, obviously he's coming on nice. His form suggests that with every run he's got better. What is it with him that you've seen change, sort of thing?
Oh, look, his demeanour of a morning and his work's improved greatly. He's quite a fierce-going horse when he arrived. Poor sort of head carriage. He's still got quite a high head carriage, but he's not working himself as hard. So hopefully that translates to a better performance again.
And just for the layman, Mark, what can you do to sort of, try and change that in him with his head? I mean, if they're set in their ways a little bit, horses are horses, I suppose, but what can you do of a morning to try and sort of help him settle and drop that head, perhaps?
Oh, look, we've played around with his gear a bit. As you see, he wears the nose roll and things, that just trying to get him to relax more than anything. But and that's been more the focus. Is not much galloping, just teaching him to can around nicely with his head in a decent position. We've been using the Olympic arena a bit with him, and really just restricting his gallops to from the 1800 metre chute, so he's just galloping in a straight line and not asked to go too quick too often.
He's got a wide draw. We're on the C+3 again. I guess that's the slight concern. I mean, that's Alexi's job to try and overcome that, isn't it, really?
Yeah, look, he's a horse with good natural speed, but look, with fast serve in the race too, it's going to be a fast race. But look, if he can get a position outside leader, that'll give him his chance to win.
I must just ask you just finally as well, Full Credit was pretty good on the weekend again, now a Class 3 winner. He's certainly going the right way.
Yeah, really, really nice horse. He's progressed really well through the season. His best is still ahead of him. He's only a young horse with not much exposure when he arrived here. He'll probably only have one more run for the season.
That is Mark Newnham. Thomas, we move on to our first replay. It features a Super Fortune, who we saw on the speed map is likely going to be wide. Sports Legend, though, he ran 6th this night and was backed off the map into a 2.5 favourite. Ended up running 6th behind Wings of War. Only very lightly tried over the 1,000 metres.
Yes, I don't really know what we're going to get from him over 1,000 metres this time round. A 4-year-old by Deep Field, and look, he was one paced here over the final stages too. Once headed, gave up the ghost pretty quickly. So, look, I've left him out on that, especially from barrier number 11 as well. That does worry me a little.
Next up is a horse you certainly have in, Fast Serve. This is his trial at Happy Valley. It's been the scene of his only 2 starts, and he's won both of them.
Yeah, bled after a trial back on the 14th of November last year. He pulled up with blood on the scope after the barrier trial on the 17th of February. So that obviously has to be some sort of a concern, but 1,000 metres, he's a jump and run type, travels very strongly. I'm still going to go with him here first up. They say that's sometimes the best time to catch bleeders, so I'll put him on top here. Barrier 3, I think he should get to the front and might be tough to peg back on the C+3. We've
seen Atomic Force a number of times. He's had 24 starts here in Hong Kong. His win was over the 1,000 metres at Happy Valley. But the other horse we haven't seen, and you can't miss, that is Midori Glory, Matthew Poon, Ricky Yu. He's had the 5 trials in total and led all of the way in this one.
Trained by Greg Hickman, Goulburn, and also Tari winner prior to arriving. Ran 6th in race as well at Kembla Grange. Now, in Australia, he did race off the pace and looked good in this trial leading, so he should get afforded every chance from barrier number 1. Atomic Force having his first run from the Cody Moe stable. Long time since he's won off a rating of 77, so he's well down on that at the moment, but trial looked okay.
It did indeed, but for you, Fast Serve makes it 3 for 3.
Yeah, Fast Serve for the informer David Hall, and Luke Ferraris as well. I think he can win here, get to the front, be tough to run down. Beauty Waves, of course, has won his last 2, but he's got more weight to carry here, a further 5 pounds. He'll be right behind the tempo somewhere. Sugar, I thought, comes out of a useful form race, and he's freshened for this. 1,000 metres, maybe a little question mark, and Brave Star, another one. Like a few in this race with question marks over 1,000 metres, Vincent Ho and Francis Loy, he has been consistent. 8, 1, 3 and 5.
First serve for Tom to be first out and first home and take the first leg of the late treble. Class 3 1650 is race number 8. It jumps at 10.15. Red Hair King's in really good form. Giddy Up has the pacifiers on for the first time. Sweetbriar blinkers off. Visor first time. Also, his first try over the 1650. Silver Up is a new home. He's now with Danny Shum, who's had 2 trials from the new stable. Wame YY goes to the 1650 and also makes his Happy Valley debut and over the mile at Leopardstown before arriving. Red Majesty's won 9 times over this course and distance, and Jumbo Legend and also the one above him, Escape Route, come up in grade after winning Class 4s last time, Tom.
Red Majesty to go forward here. I'd actually like them to see them fire Red Hair King forward and take up the lead here. I think he's a better horse when he's ridden in front too as Red Hair King, so I'd like to see them try and push on here. Escape Route, Oriental Tycoon, he got tired before the 400 metres last start. Romantic Lau wasn't far away. Sweetbriar Could be caught wide there if Red Hair King does indeed get across. And then you've got Glorious Journey towards the end of the field. But yeah, would quite like to see Red Hair King push up and maybe take that front running position.
We'll see if that is the case from his wide draw of barrier number 12. We start though, Tom, with Sweet Briar, who's a very consistent horse. He runs a third again here in race 577. Unknown over the 1650. He has been tried at 1600. He ran 9th in that race.
Yeah, so they come back to Happy Valley. He's had 3 starts here for 3 minor placings. And look, since he won quite a while ago, 318 days towards the beginning of the season off a rating of 56, he's had 6 placings, and as a consequence of all of those, he's sort of kept rising in the ratings. He's up to a mark of 67 here without winning recently, so he's been consistent. He's put on some weight as well. Barrier number 9, they're tinkering with the gear as well, the blinkers and the visor off, so I think he's a chance here, but he has been going up without winning.
And that was Sweet Briar. This is your Red Hair King, who's down on the rail. Probably not going to end up in a similar sort of spot this week from barrier number 12. Oriental Tycoon needs to improve and giddy up. He was a winner 4 starts ago. That was 1,400 metres at Shah 10.
You could see that Red Hair King was actually going okay just before the home turn, but it wasn't helped by having Oriental Tycoon falling back in his lap. So we just lost a little bit of momentum there. I think he's a big chance in a race like this. Giddy up, you can see his rider sit up at about this point here and stop riding him. So he was only very fair here, and I couldn't have Oriental Tycoon on his couple of runs, but he wasn't helped there, Red Hair King, by Oriental Tycoon.
And 2 last start winners to finish the preview for race number 8. We've got Jumbo Legend. He comes from well back in this race. Northern Beast, who's up on the Speeds trial. Well, you'll see him on the weekend if you've been waiting for Northern Beast. But this one, Jumbo Legend, Andre Ratzani, Casper Founds, races well over the 1650. Has a record of 10 starts for 4 placings in Class 3.
Yeah, so he hasn't won in the grade, but he had been building to with this win last time out. And with a lighter weight here, I think it does give him an opportunity. Of course, the form there with 2 Infinity running 4th and since winning last week. So, look, he hasn't won in this grade, but with a light weight, he gets an opportunity here again.
Escape Route is the other one who comes back into Class 3. Now, he has won in this grade. He's won numerous times. He's a 4-time winner from 33. 3 of them have been in Class 3.
Good performance last time out. Of course, that was off the back of coming out of a leader-dominated race with the Legion of Merit, but was able to get his nose in front here. And Forever Glorious never was going to lie down. Looked like he was sort of had his measure well and truly, but Forever Glorious came back and fought hard, and so too did Escape Route to hold on there. So he probably wouldn't have wanted it much further just with him scraping in there, but it was a tenacious win, I thought.
It was. Who do you like in the 8?
With number 1 here at the top, Red Hair King. I know he's drawn wide, but hopefully they can fire him across and get him onto the lead here, and he could be tough to run down if he doesn't have to use too much gas early. Sweet Briar, Jumbo Legend is in, hasn't won in this grade, but is always there or thereabouts. And Silver Up has trolled okay at Happy Valley and also at Shah 10 recently. He was held together. He's pulled up with Mucus most recently. Stable change as well. Danny Shum is his new trainer now, was formerly with Cody Moe. 1, 4, 11 and 7.
Tom staying with the very consistent and in-form Red Hair King to win race number 8. And race number 9, Class 2, so a quality field to finish the night. We've got Majestic Knight, a last start winner, and he goes up at 9 pounds in weight for it. Kirpany scratched on the 3rd of April. He was lame in the right 4. Tomodachi Kokoro out of group racing at Shah 10. Colourful Emperor has won 3 of his last 4. Superb Capitalist is a last start winner coming up in grade for the first time. Harmony and Blessed was placed behind Majestic Knight last start, and Humble Star having his 3rd run back from a break gets him off a lightweight, but plenty of pace in this race, Tom.
There is Harmony and Blessed. Superb Capitalist led up again last time out and won, but it's not going to get things totally his own way here, one would expect, but he is a very speedy horse. Tomodachi Kokoro, Majestic Knight won't be far away. Hopefully he can get in and get some cover from his draw of barrier number 9. And then you've got Kirpany. Colourful Emperor, another one that likes to go forward, but he is drawn really awkwardly for this assignment. Barrier number 12. Nordic Dragon likely to get back.
Majestic Knight aiming for 2 wins in a row, and he's trained by Douglas White.
Douglas, Majestic Knight, a runner for you in race 9 coming up on Wednesday night. He's a horse who's having a pretty good season with another win last time.
Yeah, he's held his form well. I think he's improved over the last 6 months, and he's developed into a lovely, strong individual. As honest as the day's long. So yeah, he'll be back and he's held his form.
Quite versatile as well, I guess, over sprinting distances, because it was 1,000 last time, and he's let down real strong.
He has. He's got tremendous gate speed. He's got a good high cruising speed as well, but he's not one-dimensional. If they tend to outpace him early, he can take the sit. But his biggest bonus is that he has got that good gate speed.
And the return to 1,200, obviously, no qualms there, I wouldn't have thought, given his form previously.
No, 1,200 is not a concern. I think the main concern is the gate. He's got his work cut out, but yeah, the trip's not a big concern at all.
What about the weight, Doug? He's got a bit more weight to carry as well, which is noticeable, I suppose, on this C+3.
Weight stops strains, I suppose, but he's a big boy. He's a big unit. He's heavy. It's probably the least of my worries with him. It's more about the draw and the tempo.
How has he come out of the race? I mean, has his work been just as good as it was leading into last time?
Yeah, he's very workmanship-like. He's very straightforward, really, but he's held his form.
That's Majestic Knight amongst others in the last race. Tom, Colourful Emperor, he comes up into Class 2 for the first time. Angus Chung takes a little claim once again. Here he is outside the leader, turning for home here, but he's drawn outside Majestic Knight.
Yeah, well, he's going to, I think, struggle here with a really wide draw. He's had a terrific season. He's only missed top 4 once, and here he is with gate 6 this night, winning and really clearing out on the rest of the field here. 3 lengths was the winning margin, but the draw is the big concern here. Of course, that was Angus's graduation win there as well, but it's going to be tough this week, I feel.
Superb Capitalist, another one that likes to roll in front, as he did in this last start where he won. This also was down in Class 3. He's never raced in Class 2 either, but he has won 3 times over the 1,200.
Yeah, and he could very well find the front here and try and kick, but it's just a matter of how much gas he has to use in those early stages to get across and not be taken on by someone else from barrier number 5. He's been back to the trial since. He's won a trial. He won that trial over the Wanabe, who was able to win at Sha Tin over the weekend. So just one-dimensional. If he gets some pressure, he could fold.
And one more replay to have a look at. It's Tomodachi Kokoro, who is up outside the speed. He shouldn't be that wide turning for home in this race because he's had, he had gate 1 at Sha Tin, but recently at Happy Valley 5, 7, 12 and 8. Barrier number 2 this week.
Yeah, and he's been in great form, we know, at Happy Valley. They tried him up in group company at Sha Tin behind Lucky Swainess last time out. Couldn't quite measure up there. It was just a little bit rich for him, but he's been a really good bread and butter horse around Happy Valley, getting up into Class 1 and even winning there off the lightweight of 115. Gummy's not without a chance in this race as well. I thought he'd be in it. Seasons Wood, I think he's sort of a little off at the moment as Seasons Wood, and Bundle of Charm is yet to win at Happy Valley as well.
What do you like to win? What is a really good Class 2?
Right down the bottom, I went with the Humble Star in the end with the lightweight. Vincent Ho might put up a couple of pounds over there, but ran home well for 4th behind Wings of War last time out. Could opt for a Class 3, but they opt here for the bottom of Class 2 with Humble Star. Tomodachi Kokoro goes in. Majestic Knight, just the draw, maybe the little concern there. And Gummy's been back to the trials at Chung Fra and won that trial, I thought, in good style. Jerry Chow rides 12, 4, 2 and 7 in the last.
It's a Wednesday night at Happy Valley. It's a 9-race program on the C+3 course, and racing commences at 6:40 Hong Kong time.